Hi everyone, it's Rax. It was suggested to me that after each season, people would like to see a video of me recapping the previous season and giving a little bit of an insight into the next one and what's coming for the future of the Diablo franchise. So I said, well, you want to know what? That's a good idea. So I'll throw this video together and you guys tell me what you think. We're just going to talk about how last season went and what's coming. So for season 23, it was the lowest Paragon that I ever finished at. I finished at 2,600 gons, and for me that's very low when I usually finish at least at 4,000, but usually much closer to 5,000. The reason for that is not just because there was no seasonal theme, but also because for the vast majority of the season, I was testing Diablo Immortal in the alpha. Wanted to test that so that way when the game comes out, I'll be able to teach you guys exactly how to play that game. And I reached the absolute pinnacle of that game. So I did everything. So I do know how the game works, at least in its current iteration. I will be able to help you guys. I know there's mixed feelings on that game. I think a lot of you are going to like it more than you think. So let's talk about Season 23. Season 23, for me, was one of the worst seasons ever, simply because there was no seasonal theme. Now, in other games, it's okay to just reset the ladder. Just reset it and everybody's happy. And I don't know, maybe the Diablo 3 community just needs to be happy with that. But we've become accustomed to getting some kind of a buff. So not having one in Season 23, I think really killed the motivation for a lot of players. But even though I didn't have very many gons, even though I didn't have very many crafting materials or bounty materials or anything, I was still able to do okay at the end of the season. So, starting with Monk, for example, I finished overall in 7th place. And this Monk that I pushed with 24 hours before I started pushing with him, I didn't even have a Monk. Didn't even exist. I power leveled it. I crafted some gear. It's not perfect. It's not primal. It was just decent. I didn't have full augs. Didn't have 150 gems. I can even show you here. I don't think I have a single primal. Not one. Not ancient. Missing one crit. At least it has 800%. This is a pretty good squirts. Non-ancient. You see what I mean? I don't have 150 gems. 139, 145, 138. Literally just made this monk in one day. I was able to get 7th. So I just want to show you, and I hope that that motivates you, that you do not need an absolutely insane character to do well. You just don't need it. One thing that made this possible is Blizzard did 2 ban waves in Season 23. Usually they do 1 or 0, and this season they did 2. Now, unfortunately, both of them came back-to-back at the end of the season, which I guess is okay. I would like to see, if it doesn't cost Blizzard too many resources, I would love to see them do it like every 2 weeks. Because the botters have to be feeling like they're getting a ton of value out of doing that. You don't know what botting is. There's programs that just play the game for you and give you perfect gear and 1,000,000 paragons. They have to be feeling like they're getting a lot of value. When they can use it for 3 months and then they get banned, well, I mean, it's better late than never, but I would love to see them happen more often if Blizzard can make that happen. So, thank you for the ban waves, Blizzard. Please keep them up. It's also a good showing for the integrity of Diablo 4 to show that you won't tolerate cheating. We did okay on Barb as well. We got 12th overall on Barb. Just didn't have enough time to keep pushing. But those were pretty good clears that I'll throw up on YouTube. So about the not having a seasonal theme, that was kind of a big bummer, I think, for a lot of players. Would like to see anything. And I think at some point, the D3 team, I think, will recycle the themes. But I would like to see them do something. And I also would like to see, for all the past seasonal buffs, the ones that weren't received very well or didn't really give a big buff, I would like to see them abolish those and throw them out if they're going to recycle them. So for example, I don't ever want to see double treasure goblin again. Some of you out there might think that that was fun. That doesn't give you any power whatsoever. practically nothing. We need stuff like Ethereals, which is the brand new seasonal thing that's coming out in Season 24. In my opinion, I think that's going to be probably the best seasonal theme ever. It hits so many amazing areas of the game that Diablo 3 really needs. So it's a gigantic power boost. I think it's probably the highest power boost we've ever had, other than the theme that had the angels and the meteor showers. For some builds, it just gives you like plus 10 tiers. And 10 tiers is insane. They give you something to hunt for. There's actually something to do. You want to find all the ethereals, so you have all the transmogs. There's guides on Maxroll. I made videos on it. I'm sure you guys have seen. So that is critically important. And yeah, just the idea that there's something rare and powerful out there that if you play, you have a chance of finding. To me, that's the thing that Diablo 2 really has that Diablo 3 doesn't. Diablo 2 has these super rare uniques and runes that make these godly rune words that are so rare to find that when you do find them, you feel like $1,000,000. Diablo 3 does not have that. I can craft an endgame character with a few materials in one day. In any scenario, I can craft an endgame character. That to me really takes a lot of the fun out of it. In ARPGs, I like to run around and actually hunt for stuff and feel like there's a chance that I could get something extremely rewarding. For next season, for Ethereals, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to go solo self-found hardcore. Really, I haven't played hardcore much. I've never played solo self-found, so it's going to be a complete paradigm shift for me. I usually always do the group stuff. We usually blast and erupt, past everybody in Paragon and stuff like that. And one of the main reasons why I'd like to do something different, other than just for the sake of doing something different, is I think it might be a lot more relatable to a lot of players. A lot of players play solo. A lot of players want to know what's possible, if you're playing by yourself. And I can't really showcase that when I'm playing with an amazing team and just, that's done it 1,000 times and just erupts forward, especially in a game that rewards group play so heavily. And I think hardcore will be cool because, well, if I get DC'd and killed, there's nothing I can do about it, but it's going to require me to apply some restraint to my play. Usually, I just power up as much as I possibly can, and I just fish for the rift to where I can barely clear it with my survivability. But in hardcore, I'm going to have to dial it back a lot, which again, I think might be a lot more relatable and probably just a lot more fun to watch, right? Everything is at risk all the time. So you'll have to let me know what you guys think down below, but I think it's going to be an interesting change. So I'm going solo self-found hardcore. I'm going to start with either the monk or the DH. I'm going to practice leveling it all week. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to go yet. No matter what, I will build both of them and test how powerful they are. But I think it's going to be a welcome change for me. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I've got what it takes. One thing that I am expecting to come very soon, I don't have any dates for you. I have no idea. I'm literally just guessing. But I think there's going to be a Diablo 2 Resurrected beta coming very, very soon. When that comes out, I will play it religiously. Even if it's in the middle of the season, I love Diablo 2. I can't wait for this game. I will be blasting that. We have a team of 8 that we're working to put together so we can do some really nice things when the game actually launches. I am expecting, again, I have no idea and I don't have any dates, I am expecting a Diablo Immortal beta so you guys can try Diablo Immortal. And we are working on some very big projects for both of those games where we're going to be able to teach you exactly how to dominate in both of them. So the one thing that I'll ask you for one favor. I don't ever ask you guys for anything. Try Diablo Immortal. If you have a chance to try it, download it. Play it for 10 minutes. Try it. I think you might be surprised at how good of a game it was. There were some people that were adamantly against Immortal for whatever reason. I've heard every reason. No matter what reason you have, I've heard it. You're against mobile games. You're against how they announced it. Everything. I've heard it all. Okay, fine. But they tried Immortal. They got an invite into the alpha. And then they were like, okay, actually, you want to know what? This is actually pretty fun. This is actually a pretty good game. So anyway, give it a try. It's free. You got nothing to lose. That's my one ask. Give it a try. And if you still hate it, okay. Call me names. Make fun of me. Say I have no idea what I'm talking about. Give it one try is all I'm asking. Anyway, guys, I guess that's my recap video. I've never done anything like this, so let me know down below if you liked such a video talking about the previous season and what's to come and what my plans are. I will try to throw up the baby monk clear, and I will try to throw up the baby barb clear so you can see what it's like to push with a non-ideal setup. But really looking forward to season 24, and I hope you guys will join me on Twitch on opening day. Thank you.